Here we go. Jameson Williams, lineup, J-Mo, Terrion Arnold. What J-Mo likes to do is because he's so fast, he relies heavily on the outside release. He likes to just run by guys. Most guys, J-Mo will be able to run by him. But this is a guy, Terrion Arnold, that also is a low 4-4 guy. But he knows J-Mo. What he does is he pushes him outside. He winds him. He's running a go route. When you run a go route, you want to keep spacing on the numbers. You want to get a quarterback those 4 yards from the numbers to the sideline, from here to the sideline, here to the sideline, to throw the ball, put the drop in the bucket. Watch where the ball is. Watch where the ball is exactly where you want to be. The ball is where it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be inside those numbers. But Terrion's patient, gets an arm on him, widens him to the sideline. Now, look, he's almost out of bounds. Like, look where his foot lands. Yeah. Take it back. His foot lands legitimately. If he would have caught it, he'd have been out of bounds because the other foot wouldn't have got in. That's excellent job by Terrion Arnold, being patient at the line of scrimmage, putting hands on J-Mo, so now you affect the speed. When you run 4-2, what do you want to do? You want to start going because as soon as you start, you take off. Puts his hand on him, disrupts his route, winds him to the sideline. Now J-Mo has nowhere to go. Look, patient, put his hands on him, disrupts the route. He's still in phase. He's underneath. And then he plays the ball. That's the other thing. This is what he did not do last year. Appreciate you, Justin. You're doing a great job. Take it back. The one thing he didn't do last year, got a lot of penalties because he didn't play the ball. He would play through the defender and forget to turn to the quarterback. That's how you don't get the penalties. Reason why he got so many penalties last year is in the SEC at Alabama, they let the DBs play. They let them play, whether it's LSU versus Alabama, Alabama, Ole Miss, Texas, Oklahoma. They let DBs play. Nick Saban is very aggressive on the defensive side of the ball. So you're looking at a player that's come from Alabama, that's come from the SEC conference, where you can get away with that. He'll be better this year because now he'll know how to play the game. Look, that's legal. Ladies and gentlemen, that's legal. He didn't touch his helmet like he got penalized for last year. Put his hand on the shoulder pad, and that caused J-Mo to rise up. And then look, plays it perfectly. You can't play it any better than that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called progress. You want to give J-Mo all the progress and all the credit for what he's done and how he's looked? Well, you better give some to Terrion Arnold because this is the same guy that we talked about. Oh, my God, did Brad Holmes miss on the pick? This is one rep, but this is an excellent rep. This is excellently done from start to finish. Leverage was good. He got a hand on J-Mo. He disrupted J-Mo's route. Now J-Mo had to create something. Terrion didn't go for it, played it perfectly, and this is how he finished. J-Mo had to make this type of catch to catch it. If that's the type of catch that you have to make to beat Terrion Arnold, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to have a damn good year because there's only a couple guys that can make that catch. One's in your division. I can't wait to see that matchup. But this is excellent. This is what you want to see from Terrion Arnold in year 2. From start to finish, this is a really good rep. J-Mo got beat on this one. He actually got BTA, as they say, belt to you-know-what. So excited to see this iron sharpening iron. I can't wait to see the next play because you know J-Mo's going to come back with something. But this is a good sign, man. When you get the chance to play when you practice against this, Chef, when this is what you're practicing against day to day, and this is just one DB that he's practicing against and getting this type of rep and this type of speed. There's another DB on the opposite side in Amon-Ra St. Brown. There's another emerging DB in Isaac Tesla and Tim Patrick when he comes back. So you get a chance as Terrion Arnold and DJ Reed and Amik to see a tall, big body wide receiver who can jump up. How do I play that? You get a chance to see an Amon-Ra, a smaller type, I don't want to say smaller, but a smaller type of receiver who knows how to run excellent routes, who's great at running, adapting, adjusting. And then you get a chance to play against a guy that runs 4.2. So you get to see what it looks like for that blur to run by you. So it gives you an opportunity when you play against DK Metcalf, when you play against Tyreek Hill, when you play against Justin Jefferson, you got a little bit of that in your wheelhouse that you're practicing against.
I love it, man. It's another great breakdown on Braylon's breakdown. A couple things that I wanted to ask you about. First of all, the makeup speed, because Jameson Williams, you respect it. When he gets free, Arnold basically step for step with him, which is pretty impressive. It shows you his quickness and speed, doesn't it?
100%, it does. Another thing that happens in J-Mo, when you're squared shoulders, you're going to get beat. Watch J-Mo when he starts the route. He squares his shoulders and he's straight up. Look at that. DB's in heaven when you're doing this. A DB is in heaven when you're doing
What should he be doing?
He should be down. Like, the lean should be down. You should be moving on this way. Like, you put the head down, you put the lean down. Now it forces the DB to open up faster, forces the DB to pick a side. When your shoulders are flatlined like that, he doesn't have to pick a side. He can play you, he can rock with you, and he can just be patient.
I love that.
And he's inching outside.
Yeah.
Like, he's inching to where he wants to go.
Like that
is so good.
100%. It's over.
That is so good. All right, the other thing I wanted to ask you about is Terrion Arnold's hips.
Yeah.
So these are the things I'm learning through the Braylon breakdowns. It's not always looking at feet and where his body is. So there's a head slap there. There's an attempted swim move. But the hips of Terrion Arnold, what are you looking at there, and what do you notice?
He's square. Like, he's low.
Yeah.
He's square. He's where he wants to be. He has good spacing between his left and right leg so that he can put him in the ground and open if he needs to, so he can come back on the inside if J-Mo would have tried to run an inside route. But there's power in the spacing. It's power in spacing, and it's power in leverage. He had the leverage because he was the low man. Like, this is every sport. Mm-hmm. Every sport is low man wins. That's every sport. And look who's lower. Terrion Arnold. Look right there. He's lined up. He's low. Look at it up. The spacing between his feet. Space between his feet. He's patient. Gets the hand on him. And then right there, he knows J-Mo's going. What I'm going to do, I'm going to open up as well. And then once J-Mo starts to look like he might be looking for a pass, and there it is. There it is. J-Mo looked up with his head, looked up a little too early, and there it is.
Snap, you're right, because as soon as J-Mo looked back, that's when you see the closing speed turn on.
100%. And that's when you see the technique.
Right.
And that's when you can see the technique that Coach Deshae Townsend has been working on, turning, playing through the ball. He knows. You know when he knew to turn around? It's the gather. One of the best players at this, Randy Moss and T.O., like two studs at this, is not letting you know when the ball's coming. You either do the gather, which is you get ready. Oh, I know the ball's coming, so now I'm about to gather to jump up. DB feels the gather, DB turns. The other thing you do is the hands. That's why Randy Moss, you never saw Randy Moss' hands until the ball literally was right here. Like, Randy Moss would run like this. The ball could be about right here. You wouldn't see it until the ball was in his hands. He'd do like this. DBs, look, when you get to doing this, that's when the DB will look up, because he know the ball flight has told the receiver it's about to drop in the bucket. Not today,
that's great stuff, man. I mean,
That's fire.
The timing is perfect for Arnold, too. And to his credit, no PI here.
Nope,
and that's the thing that people were upset about him last year. Let's give you an example real quick. First 4 games of Terrion Arnold's NFL career, he had 8 penalties, a quarterback rating against him of 113, 14 receptions on 19 targets. Those are the first 4 games, all right? He's also a guy who at the end, the last 14 games, okay, including the one against Washington, 3 penalties. Not bad. Yeah. For a guy who played all 75 snaps against Washington defensively, on the year missed just 1 game, and was one of 5 NFL defensive rookies to play 900 snaps or more.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have a huge year. He said out loud, the game is slowing down for him.
Yeah.
You can relate. How do you know? How long did it take? Do you get a sense just from watching that clip and some of the other things you've witnessed at practice that indeed it is slowing down?
For me, it slowed down in year 3, and the only reason why is because I tore my ACL at the end of year 1. So a large part, even though I came back and started week 1, season 2, a lot of that year was me figuring out my knee, the mental space of my knee, when my knee is right. Do I trust my knee? Can I go up for it? Do I feel like I used to? So it was that. But when the game slows down for you, Shep, you're no longer thinking. That's the biggest thing of the speed in the NFL, the speed of collegiate. It's not 40 times or a bench press. It's the film. It's, do I feel confident in what I know? Is my knowledge something that I trust? Do I know that on this route, if it's cover 2, this goes to a skinny seam? Do I know that or do I think that? Because if I think that, now when I'm in the game, I run my skinny seam a little later because it's delayed. Because I'm like, oh, is this it? Is this it? Oh, well, it looks like I'm getting the ball, so it's right. You just start to really understand the game. It slows down. Like, you trust the feelings. You trust the tape. You start calling out things. Like, my in year 3 in 07, that's the year I had 16 touchdowns. Like, it was just, I remember we played the Miami Dolphins, and I just could do no wrong. DBs would line up. I looked at it. I said, oh, this is Michael Lehan. Inside shade at the line of scrimmage. He's probably going to put his left arm on me. You know what? I'm going to take a step back. let him miss with his left hand. Now he's dead in the water. Like, and it happened just like that. But it was the film. It was what I was studying. I trusted the information that I was being given by my coaches, Coach Rubisky. I trusted the information that Derek Anderson and I had in the huddle. It was like, hey, look, this is what it is. This is what I see. If you see this, this is what we're going to do. So that trust and that film study and that consistency, this is how you get better. And this is when the game slows down. And when it slows down, it's a beautiful feeling, man. You see the guys that are on top in this league, the catch of a Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase, or when you see Aiden Hutchinson coming off the end like he was early last season, that's when the game slows down. That's when you get those plays. Because you can't practice that. You know what I'm saying? That's called trust.
Such great information, no doubt.